think it's fucked, actually. Oh, actually, no, it is a bit fucked. Look, going left and right is really dodgy. So this thing lasted about 2 hours. The D-pad on it. So I think we're going to call these videos Death of a Joypad. It's ridiculous. I didn't even play Daley Thompson's Decathlon on it. The hell is wrong with this shit? No, it won't go that way anymore. I thought there was a problem with the VIC-20 emulator. Sadly, it is not. Hang on, it's working now. I really don't understand why it works sometimes and it doesn't work all the time. Again, there's something weird going on with the sound because there's no sound of him actually firing the fireballs. Okay, there's something weird about this. Let me just check something for a second. Sound mode, yeah, stereo. And we're inputting stereo as well into the TV. Oh well. I really don't know why it doesn't go left sometimes, and why it doesn't go right sometimes. I mean, these are new problems now. If you can't go right, it's a bit fucked, isn't it? So, in conclusion, once again, we've got a cheap piece of tat, which is now worthless, really. I really don't know why. I mean, it will go left and right sometimes, and sometimes it won't. I really don't know what that's about. And this is the old version of Vice, so let's get out of this. It's not been much fun going the emulator route with a cheap controller. It may be the price of 5 cigarettes or something, but it's a waste of time, basically. Complete waste of time. Oh, that's actually quite difficult to read on the Sony. Yeah, let's get this going on this version now. Actually, we'll try a different game. Let's try Hunchback. You've got to go to the right all the time, so you're a bit fucked there if you mess that one up a bit. Let's see, where's joystick settings? Here we go, joystick settings. Joystick settings. USB gamepad, yeah. Okay. I think there is a key you can press that will resync the SID audio generation. Might be the T. I think it's a letter T on the keyboard. I'm not sure. It's a bit weird. There is a key you press. Might be controlling something. Yeah, Vice 3.1, all the menus are different. So it's a little bit tricky. Without your bloody reading glasses. All this can go. stop, which is caps lock, high score, thank you, load, reset. Oh, hang on. Stop the walk mode, stick the sound back on. Yeah, joystick, thank you. Yep, it is there. Yeah, now what? Alright. Why is that moved? The whole thing's moved. Man, I don't like ghosts, innit? Oh shit. Didn't even get to try the D-pad there. Well, that's a bit weird. It's working on here. Hang on a minute, what's going on with the cable here? Right, let's try this now. That's why it looked weird. That happened a lot on the arcade game in the local chip shop. Well, this is weird because now it started playing up with me. Well, it's a bit tricky for games like this. Oh man. Didn't do too well. Yeah, so we're going to have to buy a different Joypad or 10 because this thing is, well, most joysticks, which take much more of a pounding than gamepads, lasted at least a few days, if not a week, on Daily Thompson's Decathlon or Activision's Decathlon or Summer Games. But this thing, the D-pad is basically falling off at the moment. It's really loose. It's like a bag of sweets, mate. Well, a jar of sweets. So, I can't really recommend these. What I can recommend though, buddy, need to lean back. I can recommend one of these. I hope it's picking this shit up. There you go. So that's a mini keyboard, and especially if you're going to use ZX Spectrum emulation or other computer emulation, that is a good choice. They're about 8 or 9 quid. They're wireless, and it's really the way to go. I had loads of these in the past, one for each computer, and apart from the battery going a bit funny, which happens to all of these things, you just got to make sure you get one where you can actually replace the battery. Some of them used to take AA batteries actually. I think the first one I got, that was like nearly 10 years ago, so this thing is buggered. Absolutely fucked, mate. I don't know if that's in focus, actually. You know what? Let's move this out of the way a bit. Crap. Yeah, it seems to work when it wants to. It's absolutely knackered already. Yeah, a bit like that classic car that prick tried to sell me that was a rebuilt write-off with a fake MOT. Well, that was quite good. Ooh, we got better already. Better. Yeah, so I can't really recommend like 10 quid for a USB gamepad, which is going to last maybe a month or something. Yeah. As usual, nothing made this century is worth a fuck. Absolutely fucking useless, this thing. Do not get the one with the black buttons and the blue start button. Definitely don't get that one. Played this game quite a lot as a kid actually. One of the earlier games. I think it's 1984. Probably around summertime. Ooh. Risky. I'm surprised I made that one. Hello visitor. What's going on with you? Oh crap. Son of a bitch. Just gotta wait. Gotta jump straight away. Over here. Wait. And jump there and you'll make it. Pretty simple game. I suppose I don't mind if it was just a crap, you know, middle of the road kind of D-pad quality. But the fact that it's really knackered, just a couple of hours play, I can't really recommend these controllers. As for the whole emulation and the USB controller thing, well, you can't get a USB zip stick, so you're going to have to think on that one. Now, bloody hell is always there, isn't it? Now, crap, you have to keep your finger on it to jump over, innit? Yeah, fuck yeah. Crap. Timed that wrong. Fart sounds when you die. It's about right. So yeah, it kind of works, kind of doesn't work. Is it still on full screen now? Yeah, so I'm not a fan of the emulation. I use emulation all the time, but not on Windows XP. So for some reason this laptop is giving me a lot of grief. And it's the same version of Vice that I use on my Windows 10 machine. So is version 2.4. And the reason I use that one is because the video capture, the built-in video capture is all set up. I've been using that for like more than a decade. So let's have a look. We played Swift, Iridium, Manic Miner, Who Dares Wins 2, Sky Shark. We haven't played Scorpius, we played Hunchback. I don't know. Action Biker should be a good test of, you know, joystick quality, I think there. I've only got this stupid render filter. I don't need fake scan lines, mate. I'm sure I saved it. These are video settings. Here we go. No, that shouldn't be on. There we go, that's better. These badly cracked shits as well. If you switch off the sound from the options, the warp mode will go much faster. See, the emulation is sound. Hello, mate. Alright then. Let's give this a go. Space to play. Oh right, yes, left and right to turn and forward to accelerate. Let's get on the highway so I was trying to get on the damned highway. That's my excuse, I'm sticking with it. I don't know how you change gear now in this space. Maybe you only start with one gear. Bloody hell. Yeah, you won't want to play this game with this controller now. Maybe when it arrived in the post this afternoon. Or is it? Think absolutely knackered VCS joystick and you get the idea, mate. Think Vauxhall Cavalier with buggered up CV joints, where it will yank you to the left or right randomly at any point in time and kill you, like this. Yeah, this joypad's not good. Atari joystick adapter, USB interface. That's only about 10 quid less than the cheapest SD to IEC to use on a real, you know, Commodore machine. So, and you never have to deal with Windows ever again, except to download the game. But you could do that in one go and then, yeah, job done. So, this thing is not quite dead. Oh man, I'm turning the opposite way to what I expect. Crap. Holding left on the joystick pushes it the wrong way, you see. I'm sure it's right, but no pun intended, innit? It's a great game, it's an open world game. It's not the largest map in the world I've ever seen, but you know, compared to something like a VCS game, and this is a budget game. See, I'm turning and it's bloody accelerating me at the same time. It's got built-in Yobbo antics. Yeah, no, I can't really recommend this route, sorry. If it was like 100 quid or even 50 quid for an SD to IEC, yeah, maybe, if you're really not that bothered about Windows. If you're one of these people who just uses YouTube, Facebook, and a web browser, then you'll love it. Maybe. BBC, hello mate. Yeah, I think we can conclude the review there, except for one slight detail, sir. There is a better way. And, hang on a minute. Settings, joystick settings, right. Joy keys are enabled, that's quite important. I can't remember which is the key. I think it's A that I set up. No, okay, so did it not save the settings on exit? I'm going to force it to save them. But, right, okay. Yeah, I'm using the, because if you look, the cursor keys are set up like a D-pad on this thing. They're right here where my thumb is. Yeah, if I can get it in the shot. Well, that's fucked. Whatever happened there, mate. So, yeah, I'll probably just put a picture of this shit. These eco light bulbs ain't going to do you any favours trying to see this. Right. You only have to do east and west. North, south, east, west, and the fire button. I don't know what to do for the fire button because Windows doesn't like you pressing the shift key. The caps key is used for shift and run stop. Well, it's the run stop key. And the tab key on the PC keyboard is actually control, but we'll go with that. If I knacker out the tab key, who cares, eh? See how we get on now, eh? The only problem with this is, oh hang on, why is it not turning? Okay, something weird going on there. See, this should just work. This is how I use it on most of my machines. So, keyboard, no, not keyboard, I want joystick settings. Yeah, key set A, configure key set A. Why has nothing been saved for stupid thing? Come on, mate. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I don't know why it didn't do that in the first place. So yeah, I mean this is a much better bet really. You can use the cursor keys on these things like a D-pad. You're just using the you know, the D-pad section on your right hand instead of your left hand. So the same way you'd use a joystick. Consoles have the D-pad on the left, so you have to use your left hand, fingers on your left hand to control that. So yeah, you'd be better off getting one of these keyboards, and they're wireless, very unobtrusive. They look like a fancy weirdo remote control actually sitting near your TV. I've got a little Intel Atom mini PC. Yeah, I think that connected to my plasma TV could be a good option, because you can still use the keyboard to type things in. So you know, if you've got to press this key or that key, is like the Big Daddy version of the Xbox 360 controller with the mini keyboard attachment. It's the end of the video.